Welcome back to another F1 driver careers we are in with Williams. We have not done so well. Third round here in Australia. First two races, yeah, they're okay. Second race maybe crashed out. Let's not talk about that. But we are back now in Australia with a vengeance. 73 rated, dropped down from 74. So we've got a little bit of work to do with the specialists before we get into today's race, Australian Grand Prix. So we should have some updates coming after this race, but we can do at least some goals, get some of these guys up. Okay, let's see. I didn't know what that was. Here he is. Fucking Empire, the Emperor himself. Complete 2 sessions without damaging your car, or drive 0 miles during a race weekend. That can't be miles. What? I'm going to go for 2 sessions without damaging your car and just hope that I can do that, because I don't know what this one is. Damn. Goal set. Wind tunnel engineer. That's a super boost. Overtake 5 cars on track in race. Open a DR. Okay, DRS, much easier one. I don't know what our overtaking capability is. And so far, I mean, we had some good overtakes before we crashed out in Saudi, but not in the car to do that. Complete 10 laps during a race weekend. Yeah, easy. 5 laps without penalties or warnings. Yeesh. Complete 10 laps during a race weekend. I mean, surely the race itself is 10 laps. Are these just really easy because I don't get it. Complete a driven lap in 2 different sessions. Yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. Ooh. Let's go for the race strategy one. I'm pretty good with the race strategy one. I'll do it manually and then can top up if I don't hit all the goals. So that's pretty good by my books. Goals set. So, do we have any R&D we can go into? Okay, our drive, our target. We're already there. So free to the 24, which is our target. We really lowballed ourselves there. 492 points. I think, we still, okay, we've got development. So I don't think until our development comes in we can do anything else, right? 1 day for Albon's development there. I don't think we can do anything to help. We've got this one, 15 days. Durability. Okay, yeah, cool. So we'll save our points up for the next run as we look at, oh god, 10, 11, I forget what the buttons are on this damn wheel. Yeah, our powertrain parts that are coming in, our R&D progress, should push us comfortably ahead of Haas, which is what we want for just making the Williams car better. Okay, that's that. Oh, I realise we're still advancing. So, Albon's part has been done, so we might be jumping in and do one.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Oh, baby, on the car for the next race weekend. Thank you very much. Can we see him here? Can we see? I mean, we're always above kick. I can't really see if progress history. Is it in here? Is it in here maybe? Okay, everyone's leveled off. No. Damn it, we'll find it. Aero is what he's... Okay. Which one was the one that Bloody Albon was doing? Was it chassis? There we go. Unavailable. Ah, okay, I can't do it. Requires a cable assembly. I just want to upgrade my vehicle. Right, let's get to the race weekend then. Here he is. Mr. Albon. How you doing, sir? Yeah, we didn't want to talk about last race, okay? 20-lap race. We got a short qualifying. And obviously we've got practice up now. Anything we need to worry about? Performance comparison, we're still second worst. That's not great. Good news, dry conditions for both qualifying and the race. Weight reduction is what we've had popped on. Nice. Drivers and constructors, McLaren leading straight away. We are last. 20th. Thanks, Mark, for that helpful email. Cool, so we're going to get practice done now, and I will see you back for a sunny qualifying in Melbourne. Okay, practice complete. Got our points in the bank. Recess points for completing all 3. Did 1 practice session, used 2 of them as the quicks as we got through. Did a bit of VRS management. Didn't like it. Very, very finicky, the ARS management, compared to everything else. But up to 74 rated after that experience. Back to 74 rated for a second. Are you ready for this, Albon? I'm going to out-qualify you again, son. Be ready for it. Sunny, short qualifying here in Melbourne. We got some speed on this track. Where we can convert it into a pace.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Yay! Look at me pushing the buttons. I know what I'm doing. Get me in the car. Right. I like to go out early, so we've got a second chance. Clear track, no one's out. Also do it. Yeah, park fair made punk. Fair made my balls. Okay, first lap down. Not a bad lap, I don't think. Do we want to put a fresh set? I mean, we might as well put a fresh set on. Put a fresh set of tires on. Albon in 6th. We're in 10th. So we know we definitely need to... 2 tenths to catch Albon. That is a good benchmark for us. I don't think we're staying in 10th. Once everyone starts to put their lap times in, a lot of the pack have not gone yet. So let's accelerate time through. Pick a slightly quieter time later on, so we can see we're dropping down the pack now. Clear, okay. 10 minutes to go. We're 18th. Let's get back out there.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Much better lap. Much better lap. Give me the info. Give me the info, boys. 12th. Did we get ahead? Oh, we must have just got ahead. We're ahead of Albon as well. Ocon gives us a little toe there. Cheeky little pull down in front of us. But gave me a little toe on that first corner. But look at that. What a difference. 3 tenths from Alexander Albon, who has 5 minutes left to go. Is he out? How's this in order? Oh, these are only 3 out on the track. So if no one else is out on the track, no one else going back out. Oh, there we go. Green. He's out. He's on his out lap. Albon, don't you do me like this. There he is. There he is.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
All right, Piastri on pole. I don't believe it. Piastri, Russell second, Alonso. Whoa, 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 whoa. Verstappen and Lando Norris, 6th and 7th. Danny Rick up there in 8th. Albon made 12th. Where did we end up then? No way! There ain't no way! They all came in faster at the end, did they? Albon, who came over the line after the race was over, did a whole second faster than did before. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm 2 seconds off the leader. Right at the back of the grid. What the hell? Okay, we need to work out our qualifying strategy because clearly at the end they gained some super, super pace. There was no way he was on for a 118 over the line when I'm looking at it. Absolutely wild. Well, we have been humbled as we're at the back of the grid again in the Williams. Maybe we can overtake 5 cars. We're going to try and get in front of Albon in the main race. Right, how did our rating do? I mean, pace won't be very good for that, will it? Because we were bottom. Although, do we get... Sometimes we get points because the car's crap. Oh, no, we get nothing. Okay. Yikes. Okay, here we are. Race day. Pre-race, still sunny out there. Okay, I don't know. Bring the car back in one piece. I mean, don't put pressure on me, all right? I crashed out last time. I'm not going to crash out again. But we are starting from the back. 20 laps here in Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix.
This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Perez, Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Albon, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Ocon, Hamilton, Stroll, Gasly, Joe, and Herbert. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Nose. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn 1. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car. And that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
OK, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
I love to live in a danger zone, Mark. Don't you worry about that. One stopper. Medium starts. Round 3 of this F1 24 season here in sunny Melbourne with 5 red lights. And his lights out, and away we go here as Herbert in the Williams starting from the back. The driver not finishing the last race, losing a front wheel there. So looking to make up as in the first corner, we see him go side by side, taking 2 places as Lewis Hamilton is down in 19th here. As Herbert and Hamilton, good to be fighting the multi-year champion there for the rookie. As he goes past Hamilton into that first corner, up to 18 on the first 2 corners. Albon and Gasly fighting out in front of him as Herbert forces Albon wide. The Williams drivers going side by side. Herbert up to 17th. Behind him now is the Williams of Albon. Gasly in front, and Hamilton still languishing down in 19th. The young driver having a difficult start, shall we say, to his F1 career. But doesn't look any less aggressive here in Melbourne, as you can see him wiggling around behind that Alpine of Gasly there, looking for a gap. He looks down the inside. Gasly shuts the door again as we look to complete lap 1 here. Herbert up from 20th to 17th place. His teammate of Albon sat behind and is looking aggressive as ever as we come into lap 2 with DRS being enabled. Through the first corner into the DRS zone. Wiggling around the back of Gasly again. He's just waiting for the move. Is this the one? As he comes down the inside, leaves it late on the braking, forces Gasly out wide. Can he hold it into the left-hand turn? Gasly's going to try and fight him all the way through. Gasly's going to concede. Gasly's going to move back into the place. Herbert up to 16th as they come round into towards the DRS section of Albert Park here. Bottas is the next target. 0.4 of a second to catch the green kick Sauber of Valtteri Bottas. Into the far chicane as Herbert makes up some time there. Round in as we get close to the end of the lap. Herbert is down to 1 or 2 tenths of a second behind Valtteri Bottas. Bottas will get to see the deep blue of that Williams in his mirrors, snaking about, looking for a gap. As we complete lap 2 of this 20-lap race. Albon still stuck behind Gasly in 18th place. Hamilton still down in 19th. Hamilton going to try and make a move here on the DRS straight. Magnussen up in 8th place here in the Haas. As Piastri is leading, Alonso second, Russell in third, Verstappen and Norris 4th and 7th respectively. As Herbert's looking for a move here again. Right over the back of Bottas. Didn't take the same move that he did on Gasly just a lap before. He's going to wait for the high-speed straights. As you can see, a little bit of a gap building out to Gasly now. 7 tenths between Herbert and Gasly. Gasly a little bit of a blocker. Albon is going to want to pass as quickly as possible if he wants to stay in this DRS train. DRS open. Close into that fast high-speed chicane. Herbert's right there on Valtteri Bottas. Is this going to be the move? Is he going to try and force him? Goes inside, goes outside, goes back to the inside, leaves it late on the braking, forces Bottas. Oh no, Bottas doesn't quite go wide. Keeps within the track limits there. Good move there from Herbert as he goes up to 15th. Lance Stroll, be prepared. There is a hungry shark in a Williams behind you looking to make up for races past. DRS flat is open into lap 4 here as Herbert is looking to hunt down and straight in behind Stroll. A lot of speed gain there as he looks on the outside, doesn't find the gap. Stroll in front, Stroll on the brakes. Herbert cuts inside to miss and that's contact. That is contact. Herbert side panel with the rear wheel of Nico Hülkenberg as Stroll was heavy on the brakes. Herbert clearly wasn't expecting it. Made the evasive move to save the front wing, but took body damage against Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg seems okay. Damage to the rear wheel seems fine on Hülkenberg's car, and Herbert seems as fast as ever. As Stroll was looking to get that place back as Herbert is going round the outside of Hülkenberg in the high-speed straight with the DRS into the far chicane. Herbert is past Hülkenberg as well into 13th position from 20th to 13th in 4 laps. Looking to finish out lap 4 here. Hülkenberg is second behind Herbert. Herbert 1.7 seconds to his favourite people, Yuki Tsunoda and Danny Rick, as the Williams is catching to those Visa Cash App RBs. Albon still struggling down in 18th. Hamilton behind him in 19th, seemingly not having the pace or aggression to make the moves like Herbert has here, up in 13th. That gap to Yuki Tsunoda, 1.6 seconds. Can he make it up before the change of tyres? Into the DRS straights here as Herbert is 1.3 seconds, struggling to make up the time on the RBs as they're at the back of the next DRS train. Sainz, Magnussen, Ocon, Ricciardo, then Yuki. are in a little DRS train, and Herbert's trying to catch up to get the benefit of it before we have to look at changing of tyres here as we look to close as he runs wide there. Lap 5 of this 20-lap race. Lance Stroll 3.2 seconds now behind Herbert as he is really gunned away from that pack. Piastri still leading here. Alonso second, Russell third, Verstappen fourth, and then Norris. Current last 2 race winners down in 7th place here in Australia. It's Herbert running wide, trying to give this car everything. Got the gap down to 1.2 seconds, and that mistake taking him back. Herbert is falling further behind here. 1.8 seconds to Yuki Tsunoda, struggling, losing time. 2 Lance Strolls cut that gap down as well. A few mistakes from the driver as he's in clean air but unable to make the speed count. Can he get any closer to these Visa Cash App RBs? As Hulkenberg's had another issue, it looks like Hulkenberg is out as he drops to the back of the pack. Or maybe no, it doesn't look out. It was a spin for Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg has had an issue and is now to the back of the pack after coming to blows with Herbert. As lap 6 is complete. 1.5 seconds the gap. Herbert can see his next targets in his sights. But can he make up the time as these tyres start to wear out? As we look to finish lap 7 here, the gap down to 1.2 seconds. Albon and Bottas fighting it out. Albon should be trying to get past Gasly, who is the blocker here. Albon still struggling to overtake Gasly and is now being fought by Bottas, who's overtaken Hamilton, still stuck down here at the back of the grid. Hulkenberg well out after his spin. Herbert has broken DRS here in lap 8 as we come round to the high speeds, to the DRS straights on the back end here. That flap is open. Can Herbert start to make it count? Can he start to catch up as Magnussen, Ocon, Ricciardo and Tsunoda are fighting in a DRS train, slowing themselves down? Finally, Herbert has made it up after a few laps of chasing. He is now in the back of this pack. 4 seconds to get to Stroll. Albon still holding on to 16th behind Gasly. Piastri still leading this race just ahead of Alonso and Russell. No change at the top as we come round to finish lap 8. Herbert is in that DRS train. Yuki Tsunoda and Danny Rick sit in front of the Williams driver. Into the first corner, that high speed corner. Can Herbert carry anything through? Doesn't look to be close enough to make any moves yet. As we look overhead, we can see. There we go. Oh, that is close from Herbert. He runs very, very close. That front wing to the back of Yuki. Moves are now on as Herbert glances that wall. As we will have a look at the front left side here. Looks to have been lucky, not taking any damage here. But let that be a warning to the young driver. Pushing too hard could be just detrimental. He's now made the gap up. He can settle and recharge for a few laps before trying to take the Visa Cash App RB. Says, look at those 4 in train, in tandem. As Herbert is squiggling around the back, you can see the scrappiness of the driver here as he is right on the back of them. Looks down the inside. Is he making the move? He's making the double move. He's gone for the double move again. Ricciardo and Yuki, as they've gone side by side. Ricciardo into the side wing of Herbert. There looked like there was enough gap there. But Ricciardo, feeling like he was forced off, has turned into Herbert as all 3 cars have come into the pit lane here. The Williams and the 2 Visa Cash App RBs on lap 9 are in. This is the lap, but both RBs coming in because clearly there was damage. Herbert is in. No need to change anything. No, just a wheel change for Herbert. It's hard on, but he's been blocked. He's been blocked by Ricciardo. Yuki is in first, Ricciardo second, and Ricciardo has blocked Herbert's pit exit. More to this than meets the eye as the Visa Cash App RBs come to blow with the Williams driver after a double overtake and then block the Williams on the exit of his pit stop. Herbert cannot be happy with that. Time lost to the rest of the pack as Yuki gets away. Herbert should have been out in front, but he's instead 3 seconds behind thanks to being held up by the slow release of Yuki and the blocking of the pit exit by the RBs. Well, I mean, FIA have got to look at that. Surely blocking a pit exit is got to be penalty worthy, as Hamilton is now 4 seconds behind Herbert. Albon up in 8th. We'll see how the under lap works, as this is Magnussen in a puff of smoke. Herbert going to see him in time, just sees him in time to get out of the way. Yellow flag there, as the Hasses are not having a good day here. Hulkenberg 17 seconds behind the pack, and now Magnussen is out of the race. Yuki Tsunoda 3.4 seconds in front of Herbert here as he looks to come round close to finishing lap 10. Just looking at the top of the pack, Piastri still out in top. Verstappen up to second. Very quick pit stop as Alonso misses out, loses out, and Russell loses out on the undercut on the pit stop changeover. Russell from 3rd to 5th. Alonso from 2nd to 3rd, and Verstappen up to 2nd as Herbert's coming out in front of Gasly, in front of Albon. But behind Lance Stroll, more work to do, 2.2 seconds. That pit stop holding up the young driver as he's in 12th though, very good position considering he started this race down in 20th. Verstappen is just taking the lead there as well. As Verstappen and Piastri go side by side, Verstappen, the Red Bull, into the lead. The McLaren driver unable to hold Verstappen back as Max Verstappen is in the lead into the second half of this race. Can he hold on for his first win of the season? Russell down in 7th. We were seeing a McLaren start off some McLaren dominance, but Red Bull have not let him get off the podium. The Constructors is still in Red Bull's hand, and Verstappen is now pulling away from Piastri here. Alonso 3 seconds back as the 1-2 get away, and the 3 is up for grabs. Into lap 12 here then, 2 seconds, the gap from Herbert to Stroll. Hamilton 2 seconds back from him here as the pack has started to thin out. Albon still down in 16th, still just behind Pierre Gasly. The two Hasses are down at the back, Magnussen DNFing, Ricciardo in 18th after that. The side-by-side, the wheel into the underbody of Herbert, but Herbert's underbody here will have taken some damage. You can see there's some damage on that underbody and it will affect his pace. He will struggle now to make pace. We'll see whether Hamilton is going to catch Herbert here before the end of the race or whether Stroll will slow, as Herbert's time to Stroll is down 8 tenths in a lap. The rear wing mirror of Herbert will have a Mercedes coming into it very soon. And we're finishing lap 12 here. The gap in front, 3 seconds. Herbert's damage with that collision with Ricciardo clearly slowing the Williams car down as it has lost pace here after going onto the hard tyres. Hamilton is now within DRS range. The Mercedes up from 19th to 13th. Hamilton leaving it late to make his move up the grid, as Herbert seems to be his next target as he is going through the ranks trying to get himself back into a points position. Watching this fight here as we come round for the DRS straight. Well, I'm assuming on the straight is where the Mercedes is going to catch it. Even before then, as soon as the DRS flapped open, Hamilton was through. What a move from Lewis Hamilton. I mean, blink and you would have missed it. Herbert barely saw him coming in. By the time he saw him coming, he was already past. Herbert needs to hold on and see the car home now. .5 seconds already the gap from Hamilton after the pass. Herbert is clearly slowing. 2.2 seconds to Bottas with 7 laps to go. We may well see Herbert get caught again. 13th position might not be the end point from here, as a great initial drive has been ruined by a collision. But the front wing has maintained. So, I mean, there is some positives here for the driver. But if he's losing speed from underbody damage, the initial brilliant drive is going to be tainted somewhat if he starts to lose more positions. Bottas' gap is now 1.7. Hamilton 2.3 seconds away. Herbert is losing speed throughout all sectors of this race. Now, in other news though, Albon did get in front of Gasly. He missed it, but it took him long enough to do so. As Bottas, after the fast chicane, Bottas is in the rearview mirror of Herbert. Bottas is round Herbert. Quick move made again by Valtteri, not even wanting to wait for the corner. In beforehand, similar position to where Herbert passed Valtteri in the first instance, and now Herbert is just in front of teammate Alexander Albon and Pierre Gasly as he is slowly dropping down the ranks here. The car clearly damaged and taking hits to pace as Albon is there. There goes Albon down that home DRS straight. Is he going to make it stick for the corner? Is Herbert going to fight him? He's going to fight him still. He's not letting the other Williams through just yet. No team orders in play. But we don't expect Herbert to hold on for much longer here. Doing everything he can to keep this on the road. Albon, it's going to be on the DRS straight. You've got Gasly, you've got Zhao there. This could be another triple overtake for Herbert as he is holding up the pack here. Bottas is starting to pull away. 5 seconds to Hamilton for Bottas. Herbert is just teetering on the edge of DRS as you've got them all open as Herbert's there. Gasly stayed behind. The Williams has gone wide. Herbert's managed to maintain. No, Gasly and Albon are through. Gasly and Albon are through. Zhao has been held back. Herbert down to 16th place. Zhao now looking down the outside as Zhao gets round with ease under DRS. That high speed is where Herbert is losing all of the power. Down to 17th position. The only man behind him, Danny Rick, the driver that caused the issue and the underfloor damage. If Danny Rick is to pass Herbert here, this will be a true kick in the testes for the young driver. As Russell has come in, Russell is DNFing. Russell has pulled over. There will be a yellow flag coming out into sector 2, I imagine. As we see Russell drop down the ranks here, he's pulled up off the track. Russell was third, on for a podium, and is now on the side of the track. There he is, we've just passed him now. Russell is out. That's going to help Herbert at least maintain some positions. 16th place due to the 2 DNFs. Lap 16 of 20, Verstappen and Piastri going toe-to-toe. They have changed leaders 2 or 3 times now as Verstappen currently in the lead. Perez dropped out and Leclerc is up to 3rd with Norris in 5th, up from 7th, as the McLaren driver trying to do what he can to get as many points as possible and climb up those ranks. As Herbert is in a different fight of his own, as Danny Rick is about to break DRS as we go into lap 17 of the 20-lap race. There he is, DRS open. As you see, Ricciardo is now right on the tail of Herbert. Clearly didn't have as much damage as Herbert has maintained, as he's going to go sideways. He's not making the move there. Herbert trying to close the door. Must be absolutely gutting for the driver here to watch all the progress of the first half of the race absolutely disappear after a collision with the RB, and then to see that RB back in his rear wing, trying to overtake and push him even further down the ranks. Into the fast chicane, Herbert still in front of... Oh no, Ricciardo, sorry, round Herbert. He made the move on the back straight. Oh my days, we did not even see it happen again. Herbert being overtaken just on those areas where it is not down to braking ability or corner or making a move. It's pure speed. The underbody taking enough damage. Herbert down to 17th. You'd hope with the rest of the race here that Hulkenberg is not going to catch him now. As we go to the front, Piastri and Verstappen in a ding-dong battle. Piastri is in second, Verstappen first. That's 7 seconds to Leclerc. As third place has its own fight going on with 4 cars in the running. But can Verstappen hold out Piastri as he goes side by side again as on the DRS straight? Piastri is through. They are changing over hands here, lap by lap. Neither one able to break away far enough to give themselves the gap that they need. Verstappen and Piastri coming round to lead us into lap 19 of this 20-lap race. Can Verstappen take the lead again down the home straight? Not enough with that first DRS. Piastri holds on into the first corner. Perez has taken Leclerc to take third position here as RBs are 2-3 currently through those chicane sections as we come round to see the high speed, the DRS straights. Will the RB have enough to get round? Will Piastri try and defend heavy here or just let it go, knowing that he will have the final lap take as there we go. Verstappen is out and round. The speed of these cars as he locks it in back into first place before the fast chicane. Perez and Leclerc going in a ding-dong battle as well as Leclerc takes the lead after the DRS straight. Up into third, Perez fourth, Norris fifth, and just behind. Will Norris leave it late to make a move? And Sainz sitting there, still at the back of that train as well. As we have got fights going for the podium here. 1 and 2 not yet decided, and 3 could be one of 4 cars. That was a mouthful. Into the final lap of the race. Leclerc third, holding out here. Piastri and Verstappen fighting it out for the lead. We will keep an eye on both of these ding-dong battles as Herbert is still 3.7 seconds away from Ricciardo and 20 seconds from Hulkenberg. Is seemingly safe in 17th. Albon, the front of the pack, in 12th. Into the chicane before we get to the large straight and then the DRS on the corner as we see everyone behind him. DRS wings are open. Charles Leclerc, what can you do to defend? Perez pops out round the outside. Norris goes as well. Perez is in. Oh, Norris sits behind as Perez is now in third. I thought Lando Norris was going to make the move as Lando Norris is going round for Leclerc. Sainz is trying to follow him through the gap. Can Charles Leclerc hold on here? Norris is up to 4th. Charles Leclerc into 5th and Sainz behind. Sainz trying to follow Norris through that gap there as Perez has built up a 7/10 gap with that little fight going on. Norris wants to get on that podium alongside Piastri. Piastri is not going to make it round as Verstappen is going to... That was the final lap complete as we've seen all 3 cars come across the line. Due to being absolutely punted by one of those Visa Cash App RB knobs. Absolutely ruined the car. I had no pace at the end.
There was no Verstappen.
Verstappen takes the victory though.
He takes
Away
victory.
from Lando. Red Bull not giving up and Verstappen not giving up. 3 races in,
It's
2 to
one
McLaren.
thing to put fast laps together, but
1
to make
to
these
Red
moves
Bull.
stick without losing too much time, that's real racecraft.
Now, is McLaren on the podium? That's a 1-3 for Red Bull. We're assuming 2 is McLaren and probably Norris. Oh, no, Piastri.
The drivers are en route to the podium
Here
as
he
we
is.
speak. What a fantastic win.
All right, we don't need to see the podium. Come on, I'm not on it.
And with that, we wrap up another
Piastri
weekend
second,
of motorsport
Perez
action.
third,
But
Norris
with more
fourth.
races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Albon ended up 12th. behind Yuki, which is exactly where we were before we got punted. We ended up, I mean, we still went up. 17th is where we started at the back of the grid, so we still moved up. But absolute knob, Danny Rick. I'm assuming it was Danny Rick. I haven't seen the replay yet, but when I see the replay, my God, one of those boys absolutely took me off the track. And then to pit and block me in the pit lane, and then to come in and chase me down and beat me in the end. I think I have a new enemy. Right, let's see what points we get before we look at the next race. I can't believe it. Absolutely blocked in the pits. Racecraft up, nice. Experience up. We get a good amount of points for these races. Pace not so good. Okay, 74 rating. Ups and downs. Recognition, still 45, 55. We are losing out there, I think, aren't we? Does that little bar say that it's moving away from us? So we got to watch it doesn't move towards Albon anymore. But he does go ahead. We get our points for our manufacturing expert strategy. Wind tunnels over half now, which is good. All 4 complete. And here we are, back at the Chateau de Herb before next race. So up next we have, oh baby, the Japanese Grand Prix. Hello. And a secret meeting before the Japanese Grand Prix. Well, we just have a load of new parts coming on, so we're going to have a brand new, or at least an upgraded car for Japan. We've got a secret meeting, and obviously we can put some more development in. So I shall see you back next time. Who could possibly want a little meeting with us?